Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to be planning for the week of October 31st through November 6th, 2022 in my Sadies Stickers planner. Before I jump into that, I just wanted to talk about a sticker order that came in before I moved, and I didn't really have a chance to share these, so I'm just going to go ahead and share them now. So this is going to be kind of a mix of winter and fall, but I also have two new tools. These are tweezers specifically made for stickers, so they're very thin and they just come with the thing. I wasn't really using tweezers before, but now that I'm using all these delicate foils, it's much easier. I also replaced my X-Acto knife with this ceramic cutter. I did try and use it in my previous video and I had a little bit of trouble with it, so I'm hoping the next time I need to use it, I just need more practice with it, but I just thought this was A, much safer, and B, very pretty and very useful. So there's like a little bit of an edge at the top. It's very delicate. It's not super sharp. And there's actually it's like very subtle at the top there. So I'm not 100% sure if like mine is just defective or if I'm just using it wrong. So you can see like right at the top, there's a teeny little tip. Anyway, so let's move on to the stickers. So I did jump ahead and I got a lot of stuff. So the first thing I got, this sunflower topper. It goes on the tops of the date dots here. This one is the sunflower one. I just thought this was so pretty. My husband loves sunflowers, so I wanted to use it for our Thanksgiving spread. So this is her from the Cozy kit. So this was knit divider number 5. I also got the washi to go with it, so I got it in silver. I thought this would be really pretty for winter. And then I just got these they're so cute. They're gold foiled little candles. I actually probably should have used these for one of my fall spreads, but I figured this is good for holidays too. And then she had a ton of book ones, so I got all the book ones she had. So the book stack, I got it in all 3 classic, gold, silver, and rose gold. I just thought these were so pretty. Okay, so when she first came out with this collection, I was like, oh, these are so big. What do you do with them? Then somebody suggested that you use them as date covers, or you can use them to like cover up the month. I just thought that was so clever. And so I got it in matte black because I thought it would look good with any spread. So I got 2 of them to make sure that I could do like a full day, and then have a couple extra left over. So this, I just thought these were so pretty. These are vine dividers. They're very basic florals, so I thought they could be used year round for different occasions. So I got these in gold, silver, and rose gold. And then here are the dates that I got to go with this. So essentially what I'm going to do is layer the date and then the typewriter number next to it. So this was very clever. I thought this was really cute, and I'm really excited to figure out the best way to use all of these. And then to match, I already told you about this one. This is the knit washi number 5. And then she did the book washi, which I just thought was so pretty. So you can either use it on the top or on the bottom. So I got in gold, silver, and rose gold. These are just good for like year-round options. So I do love all of her stuff. Definitely go check it out. And I'm going to file these away. I'm trying to see if I want to use, I'm about to do a silver one. So let me think about this for a hot second. The thing is, I'm using one of her kits, and because her kits are already foiled, there's not too much that I can pull out. Maybe these silver books. I don't really need the vines. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull those out to maybe pull into today's spread, which, here you go, here's more of it. So this is the kit I'm going to be using for the week. This is called Fall Y'all. I got this on a very, very lucky sale that she did. So I don't believe it is available anymore in her shop. But she does bring back art sometimes, so it's very possible that this will make a comeback. This is a foiled, this is a previous format. So she's actually updated her format, I think, twice now since these came out. So it's going to look different, but the paper is so smooth and buttery. I just love all these really pretty designs. This is really why I bought it, the oranges. And then I just love I liked all of the layers. So this comes with a bunch of flags, many of which have silver foil deco. There's some functional icons there up at the top that have silver foil on top. Oh my gosh, look at those headers. They're just so pretty. They're not even, oh, they are foiled. Look at that. They're foiled botanicals. These are gorgeous. Okay. And then this is the washi. Guys, look at this washi. Oh my God. It has the knit with the beautiful dots. And then, oh my God, this is stunning. Okay. So I'm definitely going to use all of this. And then we have the really pretty date dots here and some additional coverage. So this is really gorgeous. In addition, because it is a Sadies Stickers kit, I wanted to use, these are leaf number date dots. They're so pretty. I actually used the gold ones in previous weeks. And then because this happens to be Halloween week, I'm just going to pull in some of my little silver ghosties because they're so cute. I have some silver spooky trees that I think are actually relevant for fall and winter. They're not necessarily spooky, they just don't have leaves. And then these little ghost cats, which are not foiled, but I just love them so much. So I think, now I was initially going to use, I had 131 pumpkin left that I was going to use for Halloween, but I think I'm just going to save it and keep it consistently silver since this whole kit is just bright silver and so, so pretty. All right, so let's lay some things down. I'm going to speed things up and come back in a voiceover. All right, so this was a really fun spread for me to do, not just because I was really relaxed while I was doing it. I just loved catching all of the different elements that I sort of missed because there's so much going on in this spread. So I always start by laying down the washi. In Sadie Stickers kits now, the washi extends all the way on both sides, but previous kits left sort of the leftmost column alone. So I used the tweezers to put down the foiled, and it really did make a difference in terms of getting them straight. I think that's one of the challenges you have when you're using your finger and your thumb to get everything down. It doesn't really come off as well. Just for fun background, I was watching a film that I really love called Song of the Sea, which is an Irish cartoon, basically. Think like My Friend Totoro or Spirited Away when you think of this movie because it's beautifully executed and the music is wonderful. I'm Irish, so I love anything Irish, and Song of the Sea, you can rent it or watch it. But I almost didn't want to do a voiceover because the music in the background was so pretty and calming. So I learned this trick from Tattoo Teacher Plans where you flip it over to get the headers and the date dots correct. And it really does work. I think it's something about the top down. It's easier when you're able to focus on just the bottom. And I didn't have to white anything out, so it looked pretty good. Let's see, trying to remember what I did next. Okay, so I was very systematic about where everything goes. Most Sadie Stickers kits come with at least one quote box, and so that's just my default. Goes in the corner. I decided to alternate the remaining headers that came with the kit, and I'm really glad I did this because I think when you do the same ones across all three, it doesn't look as good. I can't explain why, but having that very varied pattern made such a difference. So I intentionally used the pumpkin full box because I wanted to use it to mark that it was Halloween. Halloween fell on a Monday this year, so instead of doing like a full Halloween kit, I just opted for the subtle touch of Halloween. And I'm glad I did because I didn't really get to celebrate Halloween this year. It sort of was one of those things that I just had to let go because we were moving. We were going to carve a pumpkin. We were going to, I tried to give candy out to trick or treaters, and it didn't really happen because we're in a new build community and they just didn't come. So, anyway, but I decided to keep it going with the headers switching back and forth, and it came out exactly the way I wanted to. So, but I love November. It's my birthday month, so it has a special place in my heart. But it's also that true fall season because no matter where you are in the United States, it really starts to feel like fall the most in November, and kind of it's more of an ethereal sensibility. So, oh, I just love that orange slice sticker. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so just to mark off, I had prepped this a little bit with a Once More with Love. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown sticker, so he's holding a sign that says Welcome Great Pumpkin, which is really cute. That's a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co., and it's just a little girl with ghosties looking at a laptop. So Halloween actually was a teacher work day, and we were allowed to work from home, which I was very grateful, not only because it was a Monday and rainy, but because I got so much work done when I get to work from home. It makes such a difference. So I had a bunch of IEP meetings, I did some progress reports, I updated a presentation that I ended up not giving, but I thought I was going to have to give it that week, so I was very nervous about it. I kind of left it to the last minute considering I had to give it that week. Just marking in my dinners for the week because we were still freshly moved in and still kind of getting used to our new kitchen. But we did watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and we watched a Halloween episode of A Home Improvement. So, yeah, we did some fun stuff. But we didn't get to carve our pumpkin, and that's okay. And we didn't do a lot of, we didn't dress up for Halloween, except I dressed up a little bit that Friday we went for school. So on Tuesday, I just marked that I finished watching Catherine Called Birdie, which is such a great book. It was like one of my favorites from childhood, and it was recently done for a film, and it's on Amazon Prime. And even, I don't care how you feel about Lena Dunham, you should definitely watch this version because I thought it was actually very accurate to the book. I had an IEP meeting and I had to update IEPs and progress reports, and we had the handyman came on Tuesday and installed our TV over the fireplace, which was very exciting. And now we definitely use the living room in a different way. So I just used one of the silver ghosts to mark that. We have a ton of boxes to continue unpacking, but I was like, let's keep. So I tried to unpack the kitchen boxes just so the handyman could get to that part of the living room. But then I just marked this little relax at home with the Stick with Plan Co. sticker because we just needed something sweet, some sweet time. So on Wednesday, which was my first full day at the elementary school that week, I had to update the schedule. I had more progress reports to write and IEPs to fix. I decided that I wanted to research some Christmas cards, and I actually found the perfect set on Minted, so I'm really looking forward to ordering those. I have to sort of pick and choose what images I want to use for the back, but it's it's a done deal. I'm very excited for those. I'm trying to focus time on spending with our cat, Vinny, who's been having a lot of health issues, and so I just marked that I wanted to relax with him in the morning, in addition to the Christmas cards. Then I used a sticker to mark to call my mom, and I just had a bunch of little things on my to-do list, like ordering guest beds and shopping for tables. At this point in the week, we thought maybe my sister-in-law and her family were going to come for Thanksgiving, and unfortunately they can't this year, but at the time we thought maybe they could, and so we were frantically just trying to make sure we had beds and mattresses and all that stuff. So we do have those things, but they have not, they're not needed quite as early as we thought. So I just went ahead and started filling in some of the full boxes for things I knew I was going to accomplish on the weekend. Thursday and Friday, unless I have pre-scheduled meetings, are tricky to plan because they're usually far in advance. So I just marked using stickers from the kit that I wanted to do laundry on Saturday. I did do some online shopping, and I got some holiday stuff, which I think it was because we didn't celebrate Halloween, so I'm trying to go hard for Christmas. Which is a lot more fun to shop for in terms of decor. Because you could, if I buy it now, then I get to have it up from now until the end of the new year. So I'm just using some of these scalloped headers, just marking, time for our Sunday breakfast. Daylight savings time ended, so we got to get an extra hour of sleep, which was really, really nice. Just sort of framing around the white space using some of the flags that came with the kit. On Friday, I went and got coffee, and that was kind of an adventure because I went to a different coffee house location than I typically do, and it was a little harrowing because driving around in the dark at 6 a.m. can be spooky, but it was fine. Everything worked out. I got my coffee. So I tried to do this pattern of like square, white space to give myself a little bit of room for the spread to breathe. So I just went ahead and marked that I needed to message parents for some updates for some of the kids. I wanted to just use some of these little flags here that come with the kit. I never really know what to do with these like little things because they're pretty and they're definitely color coordinated, but they don't really fill out a spread functionally the way like a flag does, in my opinion. Oh gosh, so on Friday morning, we woke up to discover that there were ants in our brand new kitchen, all over our cat's food. And this was pretty devastating, and I was really worried that, if the ants had eaten some kind of poison and then our cat tried to eat the ants, like he would get sick. So it was disheartening and gross, and it was a problem for a couple of days. We were able to fix it, but ugh, yuck. So Saturday, we ordered from one of my favorite restaurants, and we watched You've Got Mail, which my husband had never seen somehow. Gosh, I'm jumping all over the place, and I'm about to lose camera, so I apologize for this total jump in spreads, but here we go. Alright, so just furiously, I'm just trying to fill in a bunch of little things that disappeared. But yeah, I had a group planning session on Friday, which went okay. And we did end up booking our next vacation for spring break, which was very, very exciting because I didn't think it was going to happen. and we ended up watching The Godfather and just having a great night in. Okay, sorry about that. I lost my phone cut off because I was running out of storage because I have so many videos that I haven't uploaded, but here we go. So this is the overview of the weekly spread. I think it came out really, really beautifully. I love all the little flickers and of silver. I think it looks fantastic. I will say I tried to just use as many of the stickers and icons that came with the kit, so you won't see as many of the things that I thought I was going to be adding, and that's okay. Some kits come with what you need. So this is basically what I have left. I've done. I didn't use as many of these as I thought I was going to, but I used the majority of these. I still have a couple of these left, some little icons here. I basically used everything except for these tiny little skinny things, and I used everything on the sheet. All right, I cheated. I moved a couple of them to another sheet, but that's pretty good. I mean, I used basically everything. So I'm really excited with how this came out. I think it looks fantastic, and I am really glad to be back and planning in this planner. I think it's really important. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you and support you during this fall season. So have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.